Hey everybody, I'm Willem.
And I'm Tim.
And this is a very spoopy episode of Hear Me Out Pitch. Well, happy Halloween, everybody! It's that time. It's spoopy time. This is the most Halloween-y I would have gone. I was so debating on being like, Tim, dress up, but
I don't have any Halloween shirts, so I wore the next best thing, and it's a Stormlight shirt.
Journey before destination. Get it right.
Been traumatized enough to bond a spread. It's fine.
I know. What is one thing you learned from Brandon Sanderson? You gotta be traumatized. I've been traumatized. That's how it is. Oh, we need to do an episode of which of our favorite traumatized characters would have Spren and who.
And what order they would belong to.
Zuko would be an honor Spren. Oh no! And that's why it's cute. I also think Thor would also be someone with an honor spread. I feel like those who don't feel worthy are the ones who deserve it the most. So, yeah. Anyway, that's another episode for another day. Man, that'd be fun. But yeah, happy Halloween, everybody. I know that that's tomorrow, and hopefully I will be good and this will be out by then.
We'll see.
We'll see. No, it's gonna happen. Probably not. It might. I'm really gonna try. It'll be. You know, everyone outside. So, but today is me. I have an idea.
Guys, it's a Willem episode.
I know it's been a while, but
I do want to point out, because I asked you to think of something, because
his brain was fried.
No, it was the fact that I have realized I have taken over several episodes recently.
Okay, but how many?
They're good stories.
You're right. They are great stories. They're wonderful.
But
Tim just does it wrong. He's supposed to share.
These guys are getting so sick of hearing my voice. It's your turn.
Tim, if you listen to the first 50 episodes, it's majority me. I've heard my voice more. So I'm actually really glad. So it's just the dad in you. I got that dad in me. Anyway. So, try not to die at that. Anyway, so it is spoopy time. So I actually will share. This is how the idea came to me. And I know Tim had asked, but I was like, I do want to try doing a Halloween one. I really do. And again, though, I think my favorite episode we've done is our Coraline sequel. I just want to put that selfish plug in there. So one of my favorites, I definitely want to get permission from Laika and the author of Coraline. Don't know if people will get mad if we say his name still. I don't know. But anyway, we'll just leave that there. And yeah, so this episode today came up with the idea of, I had the thought of, could a vampire be able to enjoy a sunrise if he had, or they, if a vampire had good enough windows, like UV protection, could a vampire technically enjoy a sunrise? Like, could they enjoy a sunrise? Could they get to see that? Like, could a rich, because potentially these vampires are rich, all that fun stuff, whatever. And then I thought, wait, well, what if no? What if it's more than that? What if they literally just cannot just enjoy the sun? So the idea came to me though was people who have, and I want to get this condition right, solar or tech, darn it, solar Ticaria? Yeah, solar Ticaria. No, solar. Okay, solar or Techia. You know what? We're going to listen to it because I'm losing my mind again. I want to get this right. Headphones. Solar urticaria. Solar urticaria. sorry everybody, that's embarrassing. I even like practiced with Tim like right before we even did this, and I still failed. And that is the condition of someone who is allergic to the sun. And I thought, okay, maybe there's people who are probably allergic. Could they enjoy the sun if they had enough UV protection? Like, what would they be like? And then the thought came to my mind, what would it be like if someone with this condition, I'm talking they have it bad, like they will not survive, like they're not going to vaporize in the sun, but if they were stranded in the middle of somewhere with sun and they couldn't reach somewhere for shade for hours and they could die, what would it be like for this hero to fight vampires? And the kind of idea is, what if we took it to the Nordic places and we had a man who had grown up his whole life being outcasted by his home and kind of made into the freak, but he lives in a place where, there's not a lot of sun, so people call him, the village vampire. And the idea was one night, the village kind of gets, not village, city, however you want to call it, gets upset one day, or they're just teasing him. They take a joke too far and they're like, we're going to like leave him out. And the scene, here's the scene in my head, and then we'll just go with it, Tim. The scene of how like we set up the high stakes is he gets like kidnapped by a group. Maybe they're chill. And I'm thinking he's around in between me and you. It's kind of where I imagine most of our main characters, in between me and you in age. Kidnapped, he's got scars all from his childhood of getting burned, and I just imagine they have him in the middle of nowhere, in the middle of just the Nordic desert. It's cold, but it is close to that time of year where the sun is gonna come out, and I just imagine they've like tied him down, and this mysterious figure walks up and goes, "Gentlemen, what seems to be the problem?" And they're like saying, oh, just like, this doesn't concern you. This is just the village vampire, blah, blah. He goes, the village vampire? Really? Why do you say that? And he sees like they all have like garlic. They're like shoving it in his face. They all have crosses. They're doing all these things. And they're like teasing him. And you see that this mysterious figure is kind of backed off a little whenever they've got the garlic out. And he's just kind of laughing with them like, oh, it is interesting. But really, I always find it so interesting that humans are far more monstrous than we are. And then all these vampires come and just take them down. And that's kind of where it would be. And it would just be kind of like a hunt for him to, it's like he's tempted to, you've been outcast your whole life, join us in this, and just kind of like equal playing field. They have until the sun rises, or they're all screwed. So not only is it a race for the vampires, it's a race for him. So yeah, that's kind of the scary Halloween type story I was going to go with.
I like it.
There's the premise. It doesn't have to be somewhere in Norway. I will admit, Norway came to my mind. I don't know why. But honestly, though, it is one of the countries that they don't have a lot of sun for most of the year. So if I was someone with that condition, I'd move up there. I honestly thought it'd be either Alaska, Finland, or Norway. So
yeah, I looked up. Willem noticed I was on my phone. It's okay. I was looking up. I was Google translating. Vampire in Norwegian is vampire, so it's like the exact same.
It's spelled with like a Y, correct?
It's a Y instead of an IE.
Yeah. No, there's a video game and it takes place in like the Nordic places, and you're a vampire and you're a vampire doctor. So yeah, vampire. No, I love vampires. And I will say, it's been a fat minute since I watched it, but I will say that Sinners was one of my favorite vampire stories. And I will say that I still love, I was a vampire probably the most, like out of my 30 Halloweens I've been on this earth, probably over a quarter. So over 6 times. So 6 to 8 times I was a vampire as a little kid. And then I was almost one this year. I'm still thinking about it. If anyone does anything, I'm like, yeah, I'm going to probably just be Remick from Sinners. I'll just go to DI, get an old shirt, cover it in blood, cover my mouth in blood, and just walk around and talk in some Irish brogue, and it'll be fine. So it'll be fun. Yeah. So yeah, that's the premise. That's where I'm going. I haven't really gone up with it much because it's like what I like the world building when it's like it just takes place in our world. I love those episodes that we've done. We have a few of those. So but is there anything in this world you'd want to see with this character, his upbringing? Like, what is something that you're like, what is it dumb to have it be? Would it make better sense for maybe it to be in Alaska? Just what are your thoughts?
Two things. First, what time period are we thinking? Like modern?
Modern.
Okay.
Either modern or probably before the 80s.
Okay.
Like that's what I'm thinking. I'm thinking not too far back because I don't want it to be like
not Viking.
No.
Okay. It'd be cool though.
But
it would be cool.
I mean, that would be no. And here's why
I think modern.
Because
modern ties into my second.
I still want I think I want to have a moment. The idea is there's a moment where because I would like the main character to live. I would like him and the main vampire, the old one that's been chasing him and making more of it. I kind of want him and this vampire to sit on a couch and just watch a sunrise together. And the vampire gets to watch it. And he's like, darn, like, dang, this is as good as I remember. And he's like, oh, maybe we can make him a Viking. I don't know. Oh.
That would be cool. And that would make the fight sequences even more intense because the Vikings were crazy good at fighting.
Yeah,
that could be cool.
Okay, I kind of like him being...
he could wield like a silvered axe as his weapon.
I can't remember. I think silver would affect... Doesn't silver affect vampires?
In a lot of mythologies, silver is such a pure metal that it is able to counteract a lot of things, including werewolves, vampires.
Imagine if he is so brave that he's like, I don't care. He full on holds that sword like he doesn't care.
Maybe he wields it because it makes the other vampires afraid of him and want to listen to him. Otherwise, he will hunt them down and kill them.
Okay, now I'm imagining some white-haired with a braid, and he looks modern, he looks refined, and he has this like. I think those voices. I think the accents from the north are amazing. So just this Nordic voice, I can't even pretend to try it. I'm too nervous. What'd your grandfather sound like?
He's been passed away for a long time.
Oh, I forgot about that.
But,
your uncle,
Mads Mikkelsen.
I know. That's exactly who I'm thinking of now.
Okay.
Yeah.
I know it's not the same accent, but
he could do it.
He's the one.
I think he could do it.
He's the one that I'm imagining right now.
Yeah, it just popped in there. So yeah, no, I think an old Viking would be nuts.
Mm-hmm.
Not some like not Count Dracula, not something like that. It has to be some old Viking who's just been roaming around, and he just comes back to his main village, and everyone, doing a Google. I think that works. I like it. I really like the idea of him. I was imagining some black-haired, just casual, like very countesque Dracula, and now I'm totally imagining some old Viking.
The Draugr are undead, old Nordic creatures. They are as similar to a vampire as you can really get. Although the original,
they're just undead
Norse
bodies,
meaning,
right? They're husks, right? Yeah, they're the husks.
The old Norse meaning of the word is ghost, but they're old. You know,
No, it's a different. It's like
But
it's like
they're a
your
little bit
soul has left your. If I remember right, or if I'm remembering correctly, there's so many mythologies. Soul leaves, but body like keeps fighting.
Mhm.
It's this undead thing. It's not like you are in that. You're not in your body anymore. It's just this. It's a zombie. It would be cool if some of his minions. Yeah. Ooh, I like it. I like it. I don't want to go like too much into like
Google's not giving me a lot of names.
all right, but that's really all I have, and I imagine like it's really kind of just the basis of it. I just would imagine that his upbringing, it just stunk, and I don't know if I don't know if he was born in, should we just say it's Norway? Just make it short and sweet,
Sure.
make it familiar.
Sure.
We'll stick with Norway. I don't know if we could just make him born there. I think it would fit. What's a good name? What was your grandpa's name?
My grandpa's name was Knut.
It was what?
Knut. Bjorn works. Bjorn is a very
I kind of want the main.
the villain could be Bjorn. It's that feels like a villainous.
No, you know who he has to be if he is.
Count Olaf.
No. Now that we've said Bjorn, I'm thinking of the mountain Bjorn, like the world record holder.
Uh-huh.
Oh, imagine if he was the vampire. He's just just this juggernaut. You're like, oh
Is that
god.
one video you were talking about earlier where run out of spells?
Yeah.
Oh no.
Oh no.
Rips off
clothes.
Biggest
just huge.
dude.
I mean, he could be one of the henchmen at least.
Yeah.
No, I think it would be. No, it's okay. But I think just a refined, just like as much as a count as you could be, but I love it. I love it. And I don't really know where to really go with that because the premise is just the typical. It's a night. You have until the sun rises, just like any vampire movie. It's just one night, but
All right.
those nights can be long.
I'm gonna go back to names. I've pulled up a list of the top 100 Norwegian names.
Oh, Tim, I should probably ask, why do I keep referring you to all the Norway stuff, and why do I keep asking about your grandfather?
My mom's side of the family all live in Norway.
Okay. We actually have listeners
Hello,
there.
family.
So, hello, family.
I'm sorry to say I don't know as much about Norway as I should.
I know, it's sad.
But
Tim is technically
half,
a dual citizen.
kind of.
Kind of. Oh, wait, you
Not
got to go.
officially.
You should go do that.
Yeah.
So if Tim
Anyway,
wanted to, he could go to Norway.
Here are some male Norwegian names we could go with: Magnus, Eric, Bjorn, Emil, Axel, Oskar, Elias, Jonas, Olav, Sigurd, Matthias, Henrik, Anders, Philip, Jacob, Casper, Thor, Lars, Knut,
Oh,
Hans, and yeah, there's a lot of others.
a lot. You know what?
Christian.
Eric. Simple name.
It works for me.
Okay. And I think it was Madsen one of them. No,
Magnus.
Magnus. That's the one. I want that one. That's it. I want it.
A note about Magnus. Rick Riordan used that name as Magnus Chase is the main character for that series. Rick Riordan.
No, but which
He wrote Percy Jackson.
Yeah.
Right? Magnus Chase. If you haven't read the books,
Oh, is he? Is this for Nordic stuff?
That is his Norse mythology series.
I didn't know he did one.
And Magnus Chase is the cousin to Annabeth in Percy Jackson.
Why would they be related? Okay. That's
they are cousins, and Percy and Annabeth have met the duo from the Egyptian series.
the one with the gin.
I don't remember the Red Pyramid series.
Oh, I didn't read that one. There's so many. There's so much.
What?
I liked
Anyway.
Jason Strong punches a sky. That was fun.
Point being, Magnus.
I wanted Magnus to be the villain.
I like it.
All right. So with this, I mean, I guess, again, it's just a simple structure. It's you go, you fight, and that's to the end. So I guess maybe the question is like, how
I have a scene I want.
Okay, and that's kind of where I'm going with this. Like, what scenes do you want?
And I want it to be on a cruise ship.
A cruise ship?
Cruise ship in the ocean, right? In a lot of mythologies with vampires are susceptible and can be destroyed by running water, right? Because they turn to ash and they can't reform because running water pulls all of the dust away, all of their bits away, and keeps it apart so it can't reform. And in some mythologies, water burns like lava to them, and yeah. Anyway, if you want to kill a vampire, get a squirt gun.
I think it would need to be,
but it's running. It's usually generally running water, but I think the ocean is probably tempestuous enough that it would kind of make sense.
No, I think there's a few, like there are rivers.
Yeah.
In Norway.
Well, yeah, there's the fjords and there's
yeah. Like I think that'd be a cool scene.
Cruise ship, like a Norwegian, like a Nordic cruise, right? Like vacation, and maybe one of the vampires is on vacation with, or he's on that cruise ship and he's hunting somebody, and our main character goes maybe on vacation or something on that cruise ship and discovers that. Anyway, I want there to be a fight where they end up fighting kind of on the deck of the ship, and this is gonna sound so stupid, but I think it's hilarious. There's a pool, right? The deck side pool.
Uh-huh.
And there's a slide. And main character is basically going to grab the vampire's face and just stuff it right in the slide with all of the running water. And it's going to rip the vampire to pieces. And
so kind of like how what Spider-Man tried to do to Sandman in Spider-Man 3.
Yeah, actually very similar to that.
Okay.
So something like that. Or alternatively, they're fighting on one of the the life rafts. And they're being pulled behind the ship, and it's moving fast enough that it counts as the running water, and main character just dunks the vampire in the water and it kills it.
I don't think I've ever heard of that, but I think they would be
I know,
funny.
I don't know why that scene is what came to my mind, but like a fight on a cruise ship I think it'd be kind of fun.
I think,
and we could get like the northern lights going as well
so,
at night.
If I remember, I do not know. I should have looked up more. But there are just points. Maybe this could be the point of the year where it's like you have those months. No sun, almost. Mm-hmm. Like no sun. So this is where,
yeah.
Like, so maybe they're and like.
From what I know, generally it's the northernmost point of the world. So like the northernmost part of Norway would have that area where there's very little sun. You can correct me if I'm wrong. I'd love to be corrected and know more, but yeah, because it's there's parts of Alaska that are the same, where it's just it's so far north that at certain parts of the year during the winter, the with the tilt of the earth and where the sun is at, it just gets almost no sun. We talked about that in our last episode, actually.
We did, yeah. Oh my gosh. Yeah. That was not on purpose, but it works.
Anyway.
I think maybe this could last longer than one night. It could last a long time.
It could.
At least for a couple days. So imagine that, they think it's okay. Maybe they're not dragging him out as a prank. Maybe he is, for some reason, just getting beat up. Like maybe it's at a party. Maybe it is maybe, to be funny, it is on a cruise. Maybe it's like some high school reunion. It's something. It's just anything. It's just something special, like a special gift. And I could see him getting into a fight with people, and people are kind of like teasing him. And I think someone could be taking it too far. And then kind of I don't want to say the owner of the ship, but someone high and important comes and interrupts. And that would be our main villain. So, I think it would be funny because the cruise ship, it would be kind of silly if like he doesn't know about the running water, and one vampire just like maybe he just shoves the vampire's face in, and he lifts up and the face is just gone. Like it's like the cheesy 80s vampire movies where it's just a skull and it's kind of scary and you're like, ugh. Like it would just be funny if he's like, what the? But maybe like oh crap, what was the villain's name?
Magnus.
I kind of want to see Magnus kind of like coming up out of a rushing river like the fjord, and he's like, how, like, I'm old boy, I'm not gonna die from running water, and it's like, I'm a proud Viking, this doesn't hurt me, and like just something scary like that. You're like, oh shoot. So I don't know, but I do think it would be funny. There's like,
we also need to remember that vampires are susceptible to a stake to the heart.
Yes.
So I think some form of, honestly, the easiest way to do this is just a crossbow, and it's just pure wooden bolts that, yeah, I think that could be kind of fun. Like our main character's like, vampires stake to the heart. I
got this.
It's a crossbow,
Where am I gonna find a crossbow? Get your crossbows here.
Yes.
Yes. No, there's guy. He's like finds this museum, stumbles upon a Viking. Where the heck am I gonna find a cross? It's just these old Viking crossbows. Like oh, that'd be funny. I actually like that.
I don't know if Vikings used crossbows.
I don't think they did either. I just thought about that.
That's more of a medieval England kind of thing. I don't know.
No.
He can get a crossbow.
He can get a crossbow.
Maybe makes one.
Makes one. Does something. Sorry, I keep imagining, like, maybe he does get one of them in the heart. Or at least maybe just like garlic. I don't know. But I'm just imagining it's a mixture of something. And then he grabs the vampire, shoves the face in, and the running water just gets him. And he goes, guess he's deteriorating. I've never heard of that running water, though. I don't think I've ever heard of that.
Running water. In Dungeons and Dragons, vampires are a little bit different. And I can only tell you this because you're not fighting a vampire anytime soon. So you'll probably forget by the time we do.
Wait a minute.
I'm talking long time.
Okay. I'm like, why would we ever right now? We are fighting Cthulhu right now, okay?
Pretty much.
It's crazy.
Not really. Anyway, in Dungeons and Dragons, vampires they don't die to a stake to the heart, but if you find them in their coffin, which is another thing, a vampire, if killed, a vampire can turn into a vampiric mist and will go and reform in their coffin.
Okay.
So it's not just a bed, it's a place where they reform. If you find a vampire in its coffin in Dungeons and Dragons, and you stab it with a stake through the heart, it stuns it long enough that you're able to just wail on it and destroy it.
Yeah, cut off its head. That's a little graphic. Sorry, YouTube. Not like anyone watches this.
But anyway, and sunlight is the main. Sunlight's the main thing that, like, in Dungeons and Dragons, if a vampire is turned into mist, if it drops to 0 hit points, it turns into a mist. If that mist is then subjected to sunlight, it is destroyed.
Okay.
And direct sunlight will just deal a crap ton of damage to it. I'm trying to remember. I can't remember the rules for running water in D&D for it, but point is, it's a little bit different, and all mythologies are a little bit different, but one thing that all mythologies can agree on is that vampires can be destroyed in the sun. The vampires turn to dust in the sun.
They don't get to see the sun.
No, they don't.
Sad. And that's kind of that's why I really want that ending. Like, they're just like sit down and like, I think I want our character to try to make it home. Home is where he's safe. He has all his, for some reason, our character is taken from his home, his place of safety, and at least he gets to watch the sun. He can at least sit in the sun, and he's been ridiculed for it his whole life. And for some reason, he's taken out of his home, and he has to get back before it's, sunlight. And of course, there is the, the whole thing of vampires. But I just imagine, like, the final fight is in his home. He's knocked out a majority of all the other vampires, or at least they're making a muck throughout his home. And he's like, if you kill the head vampire, most people do say that it will, help get rid of the rest. So just really I've just been imagining he gets, not Madston. Darn it. What were we calling him again?
Magnus. Magnus.
I'm never good with names.
And he'd be played by Mads Mikkelsen.
That's it. That's why I keep bringing it up. But I just imagine him and Magnus have been in this deep fight. He's kind of ridiculing Eric the whole time. And, Eric is like, it's not, it's ironic I was born with this. You weren't. Like, I think it's ironic that a vampire is telling me to join this when I can at least I can still enjoy the sunrise. And I think that would be like the last line that he says. Like, he gets like a one-up on him, stabs him through, and he's like, at least I get to enjoy the sunrise. And as he's like holding the stake in his chest, and he like sits him down, and he's like slowly deteriorating, because again, old vampire. And I just imagine like it comes up, and he like sits down with him, and he is like, I'm not going to get to enjoy it. It's going to just turn me away right that my eyes will go away but I just imagine, like, for this moment, it's like the sun comes up and it's just beautiful. Like, he's always enjoyed the view. And I just really would like to imagine just a vampire just smiling, watching the sunrise. And then it's not the sun that's killing him, it's the stake, and he just disappears. And you're like, dang. So just something like that. And I know this is probably like a lame episode for Halloween, but that's really like, once you say like, here's the goal, here's this, there's not much I can do. Of course, I want to like add certain scenes, add certain fights, but there's really nothing. I got nothing. So I guess that's my little spoopy story. I got to ask him, do you have a little tiny spoopy story we could do? Because really, that was like 30 minutes and I got nothing.
I have.
That's my happy Halloween, everybody. That's my fun little Halloween idea.
Kind of a cute one we could do
for Halloween.
Yeah.
Really? Short and sweet.
Short and sweet.
All right. What is it? What do you got?
I guess our main character would be, his name is Boo.
Is he a
And
ghost?
He is a ghost with a jack-o'-lantern head.
Oh.
And it's all... I'm kind of going off of conversation I had with some of the kids at work.
Okay.
We were talking, a couple of us were talking about like, so at work, we had a little scavenger hunt.
Remind everybody what you do.
I work with autistic kids and I help them learn how to do things, I guess.
Short and sweet. Just want people to be reminded, if this is your first time, welcome and happy Halloween. Sorry, we should have done it at the beginning. Thank you for coming.
Yeah,
go back and watch our other stuff.
My boss took these 20 of these little gel ghosts and hid them all through the clinic.
Okay.
And so we had a little scavenger hunt. And yesterday I took my client around the clinic, and that was one of our activities. He and I went through doing the little scavenger hunt, and he and I had a conversation about one of the ghosts, because one of the ghosts had a jack-o'-lantern for a head. And I was like, hey, what do you think his name is? And my client said, Boo. And I was like, that is perfect. I love it. And we gave names to most of them. And there was one, this one was kind of funny. There was one of the ghosts petting a cat, and my client named the ghost Catherine. Cat for short.
I love it.
It was really cute. Anyway, I asked my client what he thought Boo did for work, and he was like, he runs a corn maze. And so I think,
because he could go about, and then when people are walking through it, he goes, Boo.
Yeah. Well, and yeah.
That's cute.
Yeah, it was really cute. And I think for this story, our main character, Boo, could live in a corn maze and just has fun pranking people until his jack-o'-lantern is broken and he has to find a new hat. And so he'll go around and he'll meet with the witch, and the witch will try to give him like a cauldron, and he's like, I can't see out of this.
And it's got his head. Can't see nothing. Yeah. I can't see nothing.
It's just what is the Elden Ring? Let me solo her.
Let me solo. Yes. I love it.
And then, and again, this would just be a cute little short story or something.
I think it's cute. I like it.
Boo would then go and maybe meet with the mummy and the werewolf, and the mummy gives him a wrap, just a bunch of toilet paper, and wraps it around, and he's like, this kind of stinks. I don't like it. And then, the werewolf gives him, I don't know.
He gives him clothes that he's ripped. And Boo's like, but I need a hat.
Yeah.
And he's just like, but full on looks like he's fold out. Like, imagine it's just got all the fur, all the holes that, the werewolves rip. And he's like, huh. He goes to the Invisible Man. The Invisible Man gave him a really nice hat. Or so he said. There's nothing.
I love it. Yes.
Frankenstein's monster tries to give him gives him a full on like scalp.
No, he just gives him the head.
You can take this. But it shows a smaller Frankenstein head going on a go. So it goes down to the neck, and then it's just the typical ghost hands, and he's going and imagine just screaming it's like, yes. It was a little scary.
Yes.
Oh.
And then finally he'll go to the other ghosts and he'll ask for a hat, and they'll say, you don't really need a hat, you fit in with us, but if you really want one, you can go out to the pumpkin patch out there. And he goes and picks out the perfect pumpkin, and then he goes and he carves it. Maybe he goes back to each person. I think that could be kind of fun. So he goes back to the Invisible Man, and the Invisible Man gives him a pair of glasses to put on the head, on the pumpkin, on the pumpkin. The werewolf carves the face out with his claws. The mummy gives the pumpkin hair made of toilet paper or something like that. And then the witch gives her witch's hat and puts the witch's hat on the pumpkin. And now he's got just this jack-o'-lantern with glasses, toilet paper hair, and a witch's hat.
And then it'll be cute because the final I imagine like a children's book, the final panel is like a family walking through, and he goes, "Boo!" And it's like a very like scary but very cutesy styled head, and it's just the best one ever. Or alternate ending, I just imagine he goes and visits the pumpkin patch, and there's a great pumpkin, kind of Charlie Brown-esque style, and he full on, and then there's a pumpkin king,
the headless horseman. The headless horseman gives him his head.
The headless horse. Oh,
the pumpkin that he uses as his head.
Oh no! Imagine
but it's too big.
No, imagine he says, Boo found the perfect head. He finally went through the pumpkin patch and he sees the perfect head, and he goes and he touches it, and then he goes, "Are you like, who is touching my head?" He turns around and he's like, "Ah!" And it's the headless horseman. And he goes, "Thank you, Boo, for finding my head." He puts it on. He goes, "Well, I broke mine," and he goes. And it would be cute because it turned out that who gave him the original head. And he goes, "Did you break another one?" And he was like, "I didn't want to tell you."
I want to do this story now.
I know! It would be cute.
It'd be a really cute book.
I think it would be cute. So I don't know. Do we do the... I don't know. I
like the Headless Horseman one.
You like that one more? You kind of tore me on the...
I don't know.
On the everyone else contributing. No, I think it would be cute for the head. Like, he's just embarrassed to admit to the Headless Horseman. Like, I just... Or it could be just that he always had a pumpkin head and he steals one every year. Oh no, I think the Headless Horseman giving him a new one would be cute. And he's like, "I'll make it scarier for you. Don't worry." And it's like, boom.
It's the same face, just with angry eyebrows.
Cute.
I love it. Okay.
Boo.
That's another one to add to the list.
That would be cute.
Along with Bergen's Bears.
That was really cute. And you know what? 45-ish, 40-ish minutes. I think that was a good Halloween episode. I don't know about you. I think that was cute. Me and Tim don't really do horror, but we do love Halloween, and I think that was cute. That was really cute.
I liked it. It's good.
Thank you for sharing that. I'm glad that little idea came into your head.
It was not intended. But I just had this skeleton of an idea.
Get out.
Sorry. Yeah, that was fun.
Well, are you satisfied with your care, Tim?
I think I am.
All right. Well, I'll before I let you send us all off, I just want to say to everyone, happy Halloween. We hope you guys enjoy it. Everyone just have fun. Be something different for the day, and just have a wonderful Halloween. And thank you always for listening to us. Yeah. Take it away, Tim.
Well, as always, love each other, be kind, and remember, Halloween's not just for the spooks and the scares, not just for the trick-or-treating, it's for making memories. And until next time, we will see you later, pitches.
Bye. Happy Halloween, everybody.
Happy Halloween.